Hey everybody, my name is comedian Johnny Espo, and this is my boy comedian Damian Speranza, and we are the making of something. We're not really sure what we're making, but we are two green, wet behind the ears comedians. We're just going to give you a month by month account of the bullshit and the ups and downs, the laughs, the crickets, the boos, the walkouts, and all the bullshit, because neither one of us really, I'm 40 years old. I am a self-proclaimed jerk of all trades, but I am a condo super by day and stand-up comedian by night. I go down to New York City 3 times a week and grind out with my mentor Kenny Wu, who one day you guys will meet. And you're gonna get to know us a little bit better, but we're hopefully gonna have some laughs. We'll give you some jokes. We'll get some, hopefully people we get to meet along the way, because I mean I've already met people like Alonzo Jones, Donnell Rollins popped in at Mocha's to do a guest set, and just happened to be standing next to the guy. It's a crazy up and down hell of a ride, and I want to bring you on board with it. And Damien, do me a favor, tell us a little bit about yourself, because like I said, I'm a jerk of all trades. I've done everything from, we met bounty hunting, I've done everything from bounty hunting to hairdressing, and currently I'm on, like I said, a condo super. And Damien,
all over the map.
Oh yeah, listen, you're gonna get to know I'm all over the fucking map.
Bounty hunting and hairstyling. So, like you said, my name is Damian Speranza. I am even newer than John in this comedian game. I have done everything from bounty hunting and bail bonds to real estate, and currently I'm working as a firefighter. I put in my shifts, I get home, see my wife and kid, and then at nights I'm going down to New York, Manhattan, Harlem, Queens, Bronx, wherever we can get on a mic, and just trying to put in that hard work. Like John said, it's pretty cool, the people that we meet along the way. I've met Rachel Feinstein, Big J Okerson.
Lucky bastard.
Rosebud Baker. I mean, it's been awesome, outside of the mainstream people. You meet a lot of cool people trying to, get into this business. So there's definitely going to be a lot of a lot of stories and a lot of things that we've been through that we want to just kind of document and keep track of, because hopefully one day, we'll be up on that stage as a big deal and we can look back at this kind of stuff and think that's where we came from.
Yeah, hopefully we'll bring you all along for the ride. Listen, we're all looking for fans. Everybody I'm out grinding with, whether it be Damien or my mentor or other guys that are as new as I am, or 5-10 years in the game, we all want fans. That's it. With the bottom line is we all want fans. We all want to have a good time. I'm in this to wake up every day knowing I'm going to do something different every day. I don't want to be a super the rest of my life. I don't want to stop working, but I'm not going to retire. I don't want to retire. However, I can't shovel everybody else's shit for the rest of my life. I'm going to shovel my own shit. Fair enough. We're going to bring you along on the shit shoveling ride.
So, all right, let's start with that then. So why don't you tell us about what actually made you pull the trigger on this? Have you ever thought about it before you pulled the trigger?
I thought about it when I was in 4th grade.
Okay.
4th grade, I conned my way into I had a substitute teacher.
Yep.
And I conned my way into letting me do a few minutes, or what I thought was going to be a few minutes. I fucking ate shit.
So your first bomb was in 4th grade?
4th grade, and I died. Like, I died inside.
Please tell me you remember some of that material.
Yeah. No, I remember it vividly. It fucking great, because it wasn't. I was trying to do impressions of, like, Muppet type fucking...
Copyright infringement at 4th grade.
Yeah, 100%. You can not Muppets. It was a show on HBO that I fell in love with, but I didn't realize half the kids in my class didn't have fucking HBO. Didn't know what I was talking about.
Ah, you're one of the privileged few.
Yeah, well, listen, I didn't grow up privileged. However, I didn't necessarily want. I grew up in a very privileged area, bro. Like, when you have your own tennis courts and you're talking about mommy and daddy's shop down on 5th Avenue, they're fucking art dealers, you get picked up in a fucking helicopter, that's a privileged shit.
Yeah,
listen,
money.
I had food in my stomach, I had shoes on my feet, clothes on my back, roof over my head. I didn't necessarily want for a whole lot, but my wife's like, you were privileged. I'm like, suck my dick. Fuck you. Privilege. I'll show you privilege. Fuck that.
So the bombing happened in 4th grade. You didn't start again until like 3 decades later. So what made you pull the trigger from not doing it to doing it?
I'm barbecue funny. I'm barbecue funny, and what that is for those of you who don't know what that is the guy who stands by the grill, cracks a couple jokes and shoves a rib in his mouth. Okay, that's barbecue funny. Anybody can do that. Anybody who's got a half a set of balls can be barbecue funny. When you have friends continue to tell you you're funny, you should think about doing it. Okay, that's friends. And your wife is telling you, you know what, you got to do something with your voice. My wife, this is the reason I'm out here, is because I love my wife. Not just that, I'm having a great time, but she's the reason I'm afforded the opportunity to go out and do things like this. And yeah, I am packing a joint right now. I smoke a lot of weed. He doesn't do any drugs. He doesn't drink. Nope. Doesn't smoke. He makes poor decisions on his own.
Yep. I don't need any help getting in trouble. But see, now you ruined a sweet moment. You were just giving your wife credit, and then you started talking about the weed. Finish your thought. So the support of your wife.
So the reason I'm out here is the support of my wife. So again, my wife continues, you got to do something. Her thing was, you got to go do something with your voice. She likes my voice. She thinks I got a great voice. Okay, I love you, goddamn it. But then when you have perfect strangers say, hey, have you ever thought about doing stand-up? Once, you're like, hey, okay, whatever. Twice, oh, okay. Continues to happen. It's like, all right, either pull the trigger or, I'd much rather be a never was than a never fucking tried. Because that's just a fucking failure. Listen, I've been trying to figure out what the fuck I'm good at for 100 years. I don't fucking know. I like entertaining people. Mm-hmm. I like trying to be funny. I like being funny. I have, at this point, 6 months in. I'm only been in this 6 months. The end of March was the first time I ever grabbed a mic and I told a story about growing up with a father as a funeral director. Yeah, my pops was a funeral director, and I grew up removing dead bodies out of houses. And I got a couple chuckles, and that's all it took to bring me back. And I continued, and I just kept showing up. I kept showing up to the one place I knew they were going to let me grab a mic. I didn't even know shit about open mics yet. And that was Ray Ray from, I don't know if you met Ray.
I have. I met Ray Ray.
Ray Norris. Man, this guy's a fucking character. He's a goddamn ball of fire. Good comedian.
A lot of energy.
A lot of fucking. I love Ray. He's a fucking whack. He can be corny as shit, but that's his thing. And God bless him for fucking doing it. Because I ain't gonna put a fucking wig on. I mean, if you pay me enough money, I'll put a wig on. I ain't sucking dicks.
Well, again, you pay you enough money, you might change your mind.
I ain't sucking dicks though. Maybe
well, no. So to your listen, $1 million is a lot of money. Like I say, everybody's got a gay for paid number. Just some of ours are higher than others. No, so I mean, I would say that for me, it's the same thing. I mean, I'm like I said earlier, I'm in it shorter than you. It will be in the middle of October. Will be 3 months for me.
Yeah. What got you into doing it?
So I had thought about it numerous times. I just liked it. I grew up.
That's another thing. I loved watching Robin Williams, one of the first. Pat Cooper, loved him. Fucking Chris Rock, amazing. And that's I always loved watching stand up too.
Yeah, when you enjoy something, you know.
And I'm gonna cut you off a lot. Sorry.
That's fine.
I love you like a brother, but I'm an ass. I'm a fucking squirrel.
I'll just talk as you're inhaling and try to get through my thoughts while you're doing that.
Roger that.
But no, so for me. I had thought about it years ago, and I just, I don't know, I'd always put a lot of emphasis in my life on financial security. Yeah. Trying to be separate.
I didn't. Like an asshole, yeah. I didn't. It still didn't fucking work out.
No, so for me, that's what I wanted. Every move that I made was calculated to make sure I never had to go back to the neighborhood that I grew up in. Not that I wanted for anything, but I grew up in the inner city, New Jersey. It wasn't like people don't visit there unless they're going to buy drugs. I mean, now it's a little bit gentrified, but not when I was younger. And it's just I thought about it, never pulled the trigger on it. And actually, I've been with my wife now. It'll be 2010, so 9 years I've been with my wife, and she can remember in the beginning, we first started dating, me talking about the idea, and then and it just kind of died out. Other things kind of took over, which I kind of regret now because I'm loving this journey. But and then when you called me and we talked about you doing it, and
you called me.
True.
You saw something online. Because I hadn't seen Damien in several years. We chat every now and again, every few fucking years. But life gets in the way. You have kids. I bring up kids. I am the proud father of a 5-year-old fuck trophy. And I call him my fuck trophy because I can.
So
He's
many
mine.
people hate that.
I don't give a shit. I love it. Fuck trophy. Hey, listen, I put the fuck in and I got a trophy, bro.
Right? I mean, it's like when I call my daughter an asshole. It's the same thing.
Listen, toddlers are fucking assholes, bro.
She's rough. But yeah, so when we spoke, I saw a thing on Facebook about you saying, "Oh, I guess I'm doing this," and I called you up, and you were like, "Bro, you should give this a shot."
Why the fuck not?
Told my wife, and she was like,
Everybody's doing it.
well, my wife, going back to the point about support, my wife was like, "Listen, you've talked about it so much over the years. Why don't you just do it? Just give it a shot, see how you like it." And like you, I did. My first open mic was in a supportive room, which is supportive room meaning that the other comics there are actually paying attention to what you're saying and engaging. You go to a lot of open mics where they can give two shits about you, and everybody's on their own phone. They're all self-absorbed, worried about their own shit. You're lucky if you get.
We're assholes. Comedians are assholes.
Terrible. So I did a supportive room,
but not in a bad way. If that doesn't mean sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting you off. But listen, we can all be fucking assholes, but we're like self-absorbed assholes. Like a lot of guys will give you their shit after they see your set or hear your set. A lot of times they're listening, you don't think they are, but then there are those fucking idiots like stretching in the back of the fucking room.
That was my
Are you
third
fucking kidding me? Cause if you're gonna go stretch, go to the bathroom, go outside. Don't fucking do that shit while I'm in the middle of my set.
Yeah,
but that was you.
move.
You had that experience.
Yeah, such
that
a
was
dickhead
fucking
move.
one thing.
And then
the
guy goes up and he. Listen, I don't speak bad about anybody that goes up's got balls, and good for you for trying. But when you do a dickhead move like that, and you're just fucking stretching in the back room, waving your arms around, distracting the guy on stage, and then you go on stage and you eat shit, good for you.
Good. You deserve to eat shit.
But
don't be fucking. You're a comedian. You know what it's like to be behind that mic. It's you against the world.
It's a pretty isolating feeling in the beginning.
It's
until you get comfortable. It's pretty isolating up there. You feel like, am I breathing the right way? Or people, it's just my breathing changed. The minute I got my first mic in front of me, I felt like a little shortness of breath. Like it just, and I'm not a shy person. I mean, I'll talk to anybody, anywhere, at any time. But I mean, that was just. Well, the crazy thing is, so I did the supportive mic, and I was like, all right, it kind of had me feeling a little good. So I took my second open mic, which was a contest, and you know about this. I didn't know it was a contest. I got there. I did a whole 5-minute set about me having ball cancer and yoga and all this other stuff. And
he's a cancer survivor. This kid.
Yeah,
he's already got a fucking cancer joke.
Yeah, it's already on the resume. But I won the contest, and then the winner was supposed to come back a month later and do 20 minutes. And I told the guy running the show, I was like, dude, there's no way in hell I can do 20 minutes. I said, I just figured out 5 minutes. It took me a month to figure out 5 minutes to even try. Not successful. It's not like it was a tight 5 where I was killing or anything like that. So
no. Listen, if you meet a comedian that tells you they're killing it at 6 months, they're full of shit. Because unless they're the fucking messiah of comedy, they ain't killing it at 6 months. You got a sloppy 5 at best. I'm at a sloppy 5. I'm not gonna lie, but we go out and we just sling shit as much as possible and get it to work.
Yep. But so winning that thing was the best and worst thing, because winning it made me want to keep doing it because I got laughs. Worst part about it was it threw me into doing a 10-minute set the following month, which I was not ready for. I know it doesn't sound like a lot. You can sit and bullshit with your friends for 10 minutes and time flies. But to have 10 minutes of jokes where you got people engaged, my first bomb. I went in there. John was there for this. Started my set. I made the mistake of adding a joke 3 hours before going on. Got the joke out about 3 minutes in. The joke landed. And then my brain, I was like, yes, it landed. And then forgot where the fuck I was supposed to go from there. Blanked out, had to walk off the stage after 4 minutes. Yeah. Oh, it was terrible. It was a terrible feeling to stand there and not know where I was going to go and not be comfortable enough to just try to do crowd work or something like that to buy time so maybe I can remember. Well, luckily, they let me go back on and finish my last 6 minutes. Which got some laughs, but at least I wasn't too... I didn't want to end on that. I didn't want to be sit with that for a while. So I got to go right back. But I'm not lucky as you. I have not met a mentor yet. I mean, Kenny has been nice enough to talk to me.
Absolutely. But, and Gary, I would almost guarantee that if you come down to Stingrays, NYC, 5th and 132nd in Harlem, every Wednesday, get the Hump Day Funnies out. I almost guarantee you put you on a mic. They give you 3 to 5. McKenny's just, he's like fuck my. So, not only have I been like, so listen, you know what? We're at almost 15 minutes. This does 17 minutes. I think that's pretty good for an intro. Listen, we want you to follow us, but follow us on our journey, not just follow us for likes. You know what? Come for a fucking ride. This is going to be the making of something
Absolutely.
with Johnny Espo, comedian Damien. We'll see you soon.